Good afternoon. We're so glad you're joining us this Tuesday. I'm Walker Farmer.
And I'm Rebecca Wallace. You're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss. Coming up, a trial Mississippi has been anticipating.
And later on, have a creative idea you want to bring to life? Stay tuned to find out how you can for free.
But first, Sheldon Timothy Harrington is on trial now for the 2022 murder of Jimmy J. Lee.
Jury selection began Monday in Forest County, about 250 miles south of Oxford. The trial is being held at the Lafayette County Courthouse in Oxford.
Here is a look at what's going on at the trial right now. Prosecutors have announced they do not intend to pursue the death penalty, meaning Harrington could get a life sentence if convicted.
Mississippi law defines capital murder as a killing committed along with another felony, in this case, kidnapping. Police said cell phone history showed conversations between Harrington and Lee the morning Lee disappeared, and Harrington searched online how long it takes to strangle someone minutes after Lee said he was on the way to his apartment.
Surveillance video showed Harrington running from where Lee's car was found and was later seen picking up a shovel and wheelbarrow at his parents' house.
Moving on to a lighter topic, weather. The temperature might be dropping, but not my holiday spirit.
So true. Let's take a look at our current weather conditions with weather anchor Veronica Flores. Veronica.
Yes, right now in Oxford, we are currently sitting at a temperature of around 43 degrees. Yes, guys, we are in the 40s. That December weather is not playing any games with us. As you can see, this is the first time you have seen me in my winter coat because it is so cold out here today. It's been light breezes here and there, and the sun has been playing peekaboo with us, but I'll have a more in-depth report later in the show. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Veronica. The holiday spirit was here last night in Oxford as the Christmas parade took place last night.
If you take a look at your screen, you can see a live feed of the parade floats traveling down the square.
All the floats were decorated with the theme Candyland, and can I just say they looked fantastic.
The floats were made by various organizations, and the march band was even there to help lead the floats.
For 50 years now, Kathy Tidwell has been a familiar face in the Ole Miss ID Center.
She's built lasting friendships and memories that have made her time here so special. Here's a look at her story and impact.
Located in a quiet and cozy office in the Ole Miss ID Center is the longest-serving employee in our university's history. Kathy Tidwell, also known as Miss Kathy, has been an employee here at the University of Mississippi for 56 years. Tidwell has worked in several roles here on campus, beginning in the housing department to her current role as the manager of contractual services and director of university licensing. Here's what she had to say about her time as an employee here at Ole Miss.
My first day at work here at Ole Miss was December 18th of 1968. I came in as a temporary that day, and I became a full-time on January 1st of 1969. The different things I get to do every day, and every year, it's a whole new group of students that came in. I think working full-time and going to school part-time gave me an extra connection with students.
Over the years, Miss Kathy has worked alongside many different people and has made many friends and connections along the way. Flora Jones, who is an administrative assistant here at Ole Miss, had this to say about her time working alongside Miss Kathy.
All of us are kind of like a combined family, so when we come, it doesn't feel like work. And she allows us to have that kind of environment to where it doesn't feel like you're just at a 9 to 5, or in our case, an 8 to 5.
When asking Ms. Kathy if she was considering retirement in the near future, she stated that as long as she was able to do her job well and was in good health, she would continue to take each day as it comes. Reporting from the Paul P. Johnson Commons, I'm Gabe Evans for NewsWatch Ole Miss.
The Mississippi Emergency Management Agency is partnering with the Mississippi Department of Transportation and the National Weather Service to help residents prepare for the winter season ahead. Dangerous cold and icy conditions across the state caused 12 deaths and 29 injuries in January of 2024. As a result, officials encourage preparing their families, homes, and vehicles for cold temperatures and possible extended power outages in winter weather. Winter Weather Preparedness Day tomorrow is an ideal time for Mississippians to educate themselves on how to prepare for the winter season.
A community club at Ole Miss is spreading holiday cheer to children in Honduras. Love Does, founded by a graduate student, Anna Claire Chappelle, organized a Christmas letter drive for children in orphanages. Led by freshman Chance Marlowe, the drive encouraged participants to write letters in Spanish to make the letters more personal. Marlowe, who has volunteered for the orphanage, says small actions like this can make a big difference. This drive is part of a larger effort by the club, which also ran a teddy bear and car drive in Oxford to bring Christmas joy to children in need. A student film organization called Oxford Reels held a digital media festival to show off students' artwork.
NewsWatch reporter Tyra Walton has more on the event.
Of short films, photography, and art media was showcased by students in the Digital Media Festival hosted by Oxford Reels.
We started it last year, and I was a sophomore. When I took over as president, I wanted there to be some sort of film festival because we are a filmmaking club. And I just wanted a place where people could submit all types of stuff, all their photos, all their movies, and just anything digital, even like audio, they can send in. So just a general place like that.
I have two films in here. Blank Canvas is something I directed and wrote for Oxford Reels, who's running the film festival. It's a very personal piece about my personal experiences with the loss of a friend and how I coped with it, and combination of how art and nature helped me get through that. All thanks to Oxford Reels for helping produce it and run it and everything like that. And then I also have Unnamed Western Film, which is I worked with some friends on. It is a very unserious thing. It was kind of our first film when we got here. I'm a film production major, so it's about a cowboy having a standoff for Halloween candy with a ghost and a cow. Oxford Reels has been great. First time I got there, able to talk, just meet new people, talk about like what our favorite media is, film, stuff like that. I've learned so much through other people, through the people who older than me, people my age, stuff like that. So it's been a really great learning experience.
So I'm a junior right now, so I hope to do 3 more of these, one next semester. And the dream would be like multiple days of stuff coming in. Like one day it's like, oh, here's all our dramatic films, come and watch all that. Next day could be, oh, here's all our comedy. One day it's like, oh, here's just a photography showcase. But I think that's really far in the future, but how we have it right now, it works really well.
At Ole Miss, there is always a way for students to feature their talents and join clubs that are meaningful to them. Here at Ole Miss, you can always find a community in whatever suits you. From Fulton Chapel, this is Sarah Walton for NewsWatch Ole Miss.
The Tennessee Valley Authority awarded thousands of dollars to Mississippi schools. Oxford High School was included in 21 Mississippi schools that were awarded. The TVA partnered with Bicentennial Volunteers Incorporated and awarded a total of $1.5 million in grants to 342 schools in Mississippi, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia for STEM education. Coming up, we will be looking at a special program on campus that may be very beneficial to students' creativity.
Stay tuned to hear more. NewsWatch Ole Miss. We'll be right back.
I would tell all the hotties, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to open up. It's okay to be honest about how you're feeling. But the people who are meant to listen, they'll be with you for life. And those are the people you need to care about. Those are the people you need to open up to. Those are the people that you need to allow to open up to you. We love each other, hotties, so definitely keep reaching out to your friends and check on each other and love on each other, because that's what we about. Love.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then takes me away to that special place. And if I stayed too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Since 2000, speeding has killed a classroom of our children. Shame on you. You can never control the consequences if you speed.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Need tools to bring your ideas to life?
The Idea Lab, located in the bottom floor of the J.D. Williams Library, has everything from 3D printers to sewing machines, all free for students.
Let's check out what reporter Leslie Lockman has to say about it.
Ever need to sew a button, make a birthday sign, or DIY your own game day pen? The Ideas Lab, located on the bottom floor of the J.D. Williams Library, is open to all students. They have all sorts of electronics open for use: poster materials, 3D printing, and sewing materials.
Originally started in 2018. I joined the program in 2021. My background is in graphic design, and I love playing with all sorts of technical objects as well. So I'm the program coordinator for the Idea Lab Makerspace here in the library, and the day-to-day looks like helping people with projects, printing research projects, making 3D prints, and teaching people general soft skills like PowerPoint, Canva, and answering general questions.
Access to computers, iPads, and extra technology was a need seen by Ole Miss, so they opened the Ideas Lab. Video editing help, and along with the ability to use these electronics, can help with projects inside and outside of the classroom.
The Idea Lab has a variety of creative tools and technologies that are available to anyone to use. We also offer the training to go along with those as well. Poster printing and 3D printing. We do it at cost, so it's the most affordable and accessible.
With birthdays or academic events always occurring, posters of any size can be printed in the lab. The Ideas Lab also has a 3D printer available to use. If you have a design idea that you've always wanted, the Idea Lab will help you make that in a 3D form. Alterations are expensive these days, so alterations could really come in handy with the sewing machine with no extra cost.
We now have a Nintendo Switch as well, so people can come in and play Mario Kart, de-stress a little bit. They can play games, they can do other sorts of virtual reality programs, colored pencils, paper, that sort of thing. And then we also have sewing machines and a Cricut. So we actually get into a lot of like hands-on learning about how to use technical equipment and how to actually build a project from step one to finish.
Whether you need to fix a rip or try out 3D printing, the door is open. For posters, it's as easy as submit your design and you can have it printed the next day. The Ideas Lab also has a button-making machine.
So can teach people how to use basic CAD, so any sort of computer-aided design for 3D printing, for virtual reality. We do information sessions throughout the semester, so people can come in and learn about something they've never even heard of, or have no idea where to get started on a project, or don't even have a project in mind but just want to learn. I myself am trained on a variety of things like Adobe Creative Cloud, so Photoshop, Illustrator, Lightroom, and then we also have craft sessions throughout the semester, so if somebody's just looking to unwind, they can come in and hang out. Open to questions of any type. If somebody comes in with a project that they're passionate about, but they just don't know how to get started, we're happy to help put them onto online resources or in-lab resources. Idea Lab is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We'd love to see you. Please come hang out and craft.
The Idea Lab has quite a few resources open all students to utilize, a space to use your creativity on projects you've always wanted to try at no charge. Make sure to stop by to see all it has to offer. Leslie Ackman reporting, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Thank you, Leslie. Well, we're now joined with weather anchor Veronica.
Yes, it's time for another weather update. Veronica, what are conditions looking like heading into tonight?
Well, of course, they're going to cool down, as you know, as we get into the night. We're looking at a temperature of around 27 degrees, so it's going to be pretty cold, but it's been cold all day, so we're expecting that. But I'll have more after the break.
How many letters? 5 letters. Just think about, what am I doing right now? Smile. Smile? Uh-huh. This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, those driven by purpose. We are the Peace Corps, volunteers, partners, communities in more than 60 countries, bringing our experience, joy, and passion to building a better world together. Are you ready to serve boldly, to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
We are for places of awe and wonder. For monuments and stories that bind us together. We are the National Park Foundation, and with your support, we protect our country's most treasured places. For today and for always. Support today at nationalparks.org.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Veronica Flores, and you know what? I'm happy to be back in the studio today because it's so cold outside. Like I said earlier in the show, we are looking at a temperature of 43 degrees today. It's been really cold. We've had some calm winds, but you know, when you're walking to class, nobody wants to feel that kind of weather. I mean, y'all saw me in my jacket. In Mississippi, we're seeing similar temperatures. We're in the 40s here, with South Haven being in the 50s, but you know, it's December, so we're expecting those temperatures to drop like we're seeing here. And then tonight, like I said, we're going to have a temperature of 27 degrees. It's going to be clear but pretty chilly. It's been really cold, but you know what? It could always be colder, because look, this is what New York looks like currently. This is the radar for New York. They are currently being covered in blankets of snow. Over the weekend, they had their first major snowstorm of the season, also parts of Michigan and Pennsylvania. These places have at least 2 feet of snow right now and were affected in that storm pretty badly. Parts of New York had to call for a emergency declaration, and Pennsylvania a disaster declaration. So, you know, that's got to have made problems for, you know, getting home after Thanksgiving. So, you know, Mississippi is not that bad. So when you step out and you feel that breeze, just know it could always be worse, guys. As you can see, tomorrow our temperature is 51, but no snow, you know, and so we should just be grateful for that. It's going to be pretty sunny. And then at around 5 p.m., we're going to feel those showers that are going to start, and they're going to go into the night, and we're going to have a light breeze. And that is going to be similar for tomorrow's high temperatures. We're going to be in the 50s here, just a little bit warmer tomorrow, and then South Haven with 59. And then for this week, as you can see, like I said, for tomorrow, we're going to see that sun and then those that rain. It's going to be pretty sunny, but you can see these temperatures are pretty chill. We're down there in the 40s, and then low as we near the weekend on Sunday, we're going to be having that rain, and it's just going to get a little bit warmer, but not too hot.
All right, thank you, Veronica. But now I know we had a rough loss last week against Florida, but we have some other Ole Miss sports. So what do you have for us, Claire?
Yeah, so coming up, let's talk about some Rebel wins that happened while we were all on break. And potentially another one tonight. Check back in to hear more.
We are Rebels. For more than 160 years, we've been accomplishing the impossible. From conducting the world's first lung transplant to helping prove Einstein was right. from preserving the past to saving the future. We are Mississippi's flagship university, a place where passion and learning unite, where friends become family, where small-town charm meets world-class innovation. We are the University of Mississippi. We are Ole Miss.
Another teenager, victim to fake pills. That smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be this easy?
Yeah, bro, I'm picking up. Same guy. I bet. Got you 5.
Think these pills are tested and safe? Think they're the same ones you get from a doctor? You know they're not. Did you know that fake prescription pills may contain fentanyl? And an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. Listen. Before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back. I'm Claire Ulmer with Sports Watch. The Road Rebs are ready to take on the Louisville Cardinals tonight at 8 and are looking for a dub after a hard loss against number 12, Purdue. The Rebels see this matchup as a must-win, and they come into it the KFC Yum Center with a record of 6-1. Ole Miss has dominated the turnover game this year, currently leading in turnovers per game and turnover margins. The Rebs are collecting an average of 16 per game. Their defensive play has also been powerful and strong with an average of 10 steals per game, led by Matthew Morrell and Sean Padula. The Cardinals are coming into a matchup with a 5-2 record. They have been leading in offensive play with Chucky Hepburn, who averages 14 points per game and leads in assists with a strong collection of 32 this season. We will see if the Rebels can hold this offensive powerhouse with their powerful defensive play. Like I said, tip-off is at 8, so be sure to tune in on ACC Network. And this past Friday, Ole Miss took down the Bulldogs from Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl, keeping the Golden Egg where it belongs. This was the last home game for the Rebels this football season, and a hometown hero, J.J. Pegues, talked to the press after the game.
Must win, it's a great team over there. This, no matter what the record is, we still both gonna go in and give it our all. We think we the king of the SIP, so we got to prove it.
Thank you, JJ and the Rebs, for an amazing football season. And speaking of big wins, Ole Miss women's basketball makes history with a dominating 89-24 win against Alabama State this past Saturday. We haven't seen this large of a win margin in program history, which brings hope to the Rebel fans for the future of the 2024 season. The SEC Freshman of the Week, Sierra Thinau, did not disappoint, tying her career high of 16 points for the third time this season, along with 6 rebounds and 5 assists. You also can't forget about Madison Scott, officially entering the top 10 most Rebel games played in program history, with 129 matchups under her belt. The fifth-year senior put up 9 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block against the Hornets. The Lady Rebels hope to use this momentum to take on the number 17 ranked NC State for the SEC versus ACC Challenge on Thursday. You can watch this matchup on ESPN2 at 6 p.m. And that's all I've got for sports. Be sure to tune in tomorrow and on Friday for our sports show, Rebel Watch. For the last time this semester, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Claire. After the commercial break, we will be talking all about Christmas break.
Ole Miss students plan on doing. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Body to body, funky to funky, we know how to rock your party.
This is Michael. Today he is going to hit his girlfriend so hard, she ends up with permanent brain damage.
Three dead in this vehicle. The girl is critical. They said the guy without the seatbelt did the damage.
No seatbelt, no excuse. From the Road Safety Authority.
Uh-oh, young Tommy is smoking a cigarette, creating his own smog cloud. Tommy's up to bat. Tommy smokes because he thinks it makes him look grown up. But watch what smoking does for him. That coughing is one thing. It keeps him from playing his best. You're out! Don't smoke. It doesn't make you grown up. It makes you a loser.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Now everyone, I do have a super important question.
What is that, Rebecca?
What is everyone doing for Christmas break?
Oh, I love this topic. I'm traveling back home to Chicago, going to see family, get ready for Christmas. What about you, Claire?
I'm traveling home to Natchez, Mississippi, and I'm going to be reunited with all my siblings, which I cannot wait for.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm just going to go back home, hang out with some friends, then go to Florida to see my grandparents.
So fun.
What about you, Rebecca?
I'm going back home to Olive Branch. I'm not doing much, but I'm really excited to be back home with my family.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look at what the students at Ole Miss are doing over the break.
Winter break is just around the corner, so I went across campus asking people what their plans were, and here's what I got.
My plans are just to go home and hang out with family, and I'm actually going on a mission trip at the end of Christmas break to Belize, Central America, and we're going to be providing free dental and medical care to the people there, so that's really exciting.
I'm going to just hang out with some family over break.
I'm going to go home and hang out with my cat.
I'm going on a ski trip in Colorado.
For winter break, I'm going back home to see family for the month or whatever we have, and just hang out with family for a month in the cold because I'm from Chicago.
I really don't have any crazy plans. I think just mostly hanging out with family, and I just got engaged, so I'll probably just be hanging out with my fiance and family and everything like that.
I'm going back to PA and just working, hanging out with my family and friends.
I plan on seeing my family. I didn't go home for the Thanksgiving break. My dad and my brother visited me. We watched the Egg Bowl. It was fun, but I'm excited to see my mom and my friends. Just plan on getting back to work, I guess. I've been spending way too much money here, so I'll get my bread up.
To me personally, there's no place like home for the holidays, so that's where I'll be headed. From NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Caden Williams.
Well, that's all we have tonight. Tune in tomorrow. I'm Rebecca Wallace.
And I'm Walker Farmer with your latest news.
I'm Claire Ulmer with Sports Watch.
And with Storm Watch, I'm Veronica Flores.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live
and keep it local.